Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Orwell. And the last one, I honestly can't even. Oh, yes, I remember now. In the last one, we figured more out about this. Where is she? Nina. Yes. This girl who's crazy. Anyway. There was a lot that we need to discuss in this episode. First off, I don't remember what happened. It's been a few days. I've recorded a lot in bulk before I ended up moving out to college. And this is the first opportunity that I actually get to record and things like that. I do apologize for the lack of uploads for the past, I think it's 4 days? About 4 days. Anyway, now that we're done talking about that, I did mention it briefly in my Disgaea video as well. So, that'll be up the day after this is uploaded. So I think Sunday? Saturday? One of those days. Not important. Not important. Anyway, back to Orwell. Okay. Yes, it's coming back to me now. Neat. Schwartz. Okay, so this is the same person. Can provide the following. Okay, so. Better not talk smack. I remember this. She works in cleaning, groundskeeping, maintenance, and customer service. She's good at what she does. She works for Easy Star. She has... Oh my lord. Look at us, working on the weekends. Look, Scott Symes, I know who you are. And I know that there is a lot that we need to discuss, but not around you. Anyway. Okay, so, basically, whatever we chose to upload to Orwell is basically whatever they know. So, as such, I learned that there are things that we can just let pass. If we truly do agree with what Nina's doing, we can just let it go and let it happen, and it does. It's a different kind of, like, instead of being illicitly... If you want this to happen, you must make a clear, concise choice, like in a Telltale game, where it makes you choose. Do you stab Jezebel in the throat to save Connor, or do you let Jezebel stab Connor? It's clear that you have to make a decision there, but in this game, it's not so clear, which I found to be rather intriguing. Just the prime minister leaves, the weather is getting even shittier. I don't understand what that has to do with anything, but that's her last name. I'm choosing the path that she's crazy. She's crazy. Dear Miss Machinova, I'm writing on behalf of Dr. White. On your last visit, the blood sample was taken and was sent to your Boston Central Hospital for examination, and I would like to inform you that the results are now in. There are no pathological findings. All values are normal and more or less ideal. Okay, so she's not... She thinks she's crazy. She thinks she's sick or whatever, and she's not. Lit. I'm sorry, not lit. Great. Explosive device found. Yes, I did this, and I prevented this from happening. You're welcome. That's when she was born? That's when she was born. Okay, so... Patient complains about pain throughout the upper left eye and left leg, describing the pain is searing, burning, and sometimes bursting. The leg feels numb at times. Symptoms occur when the leg is stressed, releasing only when sitting or lying down. Symptoms started 9 days ago. Patient regard healing wound on the left upper leg. Has no medical record existed in the database. She was evasive and gave no clear statement about the wound's origins. So she did something sketchy. Yes, she did. Now, here's my thing. Here's the thing. Obviously, she wouldn't post her real address on this website. She wouldn't. There's no point in it. This is just her, probably like her YouTubers and people like that. They have boxes that people can send mail. That's not like their actual address. It's probably that. And she probably checks that like daily or whatever. I don't know if she can afford it, but that's what I'm thinking it is based off of background information like that. So I think this is the real address. Address is always helpful. I don't know if it's right, but it's an address. Oh. Somebody's talking to Juliet. It's probably her mom again. Welcome to Rosentech. You are calling outside of our office hours. Please. Hey, little Jewel Bug. June? This is so great to hear from you. Oh, it's June. Yeah, you too. That's what it was about. June and Junebug had their Oh, okay, so... June, how did you know I was working today? Feeling stressed. Boss calling trouble. I'll call back. Okay, so this is Juliet time. Oh no, hanging around the office is just a good excuse, you know, not to be at home. I see, I never got why you moved back in the first place. Well, she had to leave my student apartment. You know that because he doesn't go to school anymore. You know that's a super lame excuse. You earned good money at Rosentech, don't you? You could rent any flat in town. You just don't want to. I see you're not going to relent. Nope, sorry. I had a pretty rough start into this year. I couldn't really stand being alone at the time. Feel pretty much mad at Mom and Dad. They're happy I'm back. You don't want to disappoint them, do you? Yeah, I can't do that to them. Not again. And here I was thinking Juliet had finally reached a state of emancipation. Hey, I have. No, you haven't. You're letting yourself be hassled by Mom and Dad yet again, little Junebug. It's strangely nostalgic that you say that, huh? Remember I made that up for you? Yeah, I was so envious when Dad called you his Junebug, and he didn't have a nickname for me. Ah, rightly so. Don't give in to Dad. At least give him a good fight, okay? I will, believe me. Goody. So, figure I should leave you to your work then? Yeah, office is empty, but yeah, my to-do list is long. Okay, let's talk another time. I will call you again. Do not try to reach me. Ha, just kidding. June? Yep. Thank you for believing in me. Aw, look at you, sounding so serious. That was a big sis there for, right? Guess so. See you, June. See you around, Jewelbug. Jewelbug, what a weird kind of nickname. It keeps going. Let's just make sure that nothing is actually said. Okay. Okay. Okay, so there's not much information here, and I don't know why they keep giving us more information about these characters when I guess that just happens in close families sometimes. I guess the red is either new or... Yeah, red is new information. Had a rough start in 2017. Working on Saturday. Don't... Okay, good. Most of this information is pretty alright. Considering she ended the relationship at the time, yeah. Okay, most of it adds up. Most of it adds up. Go back to Nina. Okay. Medical leave with strict rest until the end of April 2017 has been suggested. Prior inflicted wound in the dorsal. Yes. Okay. So something happened. Maybe she was in maybe she was in one of the bombings, and she survived, but she didn't want to say anything because she was testing the bomb. I think that would make a lot of sense. Go to previous entry. Digestive nausea, vomiting, accompanied by light fever. Patient report suffering from unrest, but does not feel overly tired. Hypervigilance. Well, she is a single mom, and she works a temp job. Is close to feeling paranoia, though it's not the same. The duration of the symptoms record... Anonymous? 3 years? What happened back then? Must have been really bad. So react aggressively when feeling challenged or confronted, rushing to the extreme, symptoms similar to those of PTSD. Something happened, it injured her leg, and something happening, it injured her arms and legs, well, her hands and legs, and she doesn't want to talk about it, and that's pretty much it. Profile of Schwartz Molly. Is there anything else here? I don't think so. Work easy. Let's see here. Deployed on April 13th. Has worked. Conflicting update. Medical leave with strict rest until end of April 17 has been suggested. Multiple jobs during the current week. Well, yeah. Are you kidding me? Of course she's not going to be like, I don't have time to rest. I have to save my kid, because she is a single mother. She is obviously going to defend her child. I grew up with one, and that's what she'd do. She would be sick or whatever, and she'd still go into work, and she'd still do whatever she could to make sure that I was okay, and that I was given everything that I needed. So obviously, she's going to keep working even if she's sick. Even if she's in pain. Even if all of that. I forgot that he takes things and he twists them into things that they're not. I forgot about that. I completely forgot. Initiate. ... Knock knock. You gotta ask who's there. ... Not in the mood for knock knock jokes. Aw, you blew it. Cut the crap, who are you? So now you can ask? I like Initiate, he's pretty cool. Initiate's the name. Do I know you? I'm someone who knows you better than you know yourself, sweetie. It's her kid. It's her, like, 5-year-old kid. He's hacking everything. Not you again. You're from Singular, right? I don't care how you got my number. Just leave me alone. LOL. No, that's not where I'm from. User has blocked this communication. He actually hacks it and he's like, not now, baby. Initiate again. I wonder what their role is. Oh, let's find out if Initiate have been in contact with 2 other persons so far, so that's enough. Got the feel free to investigate this hacker.